So, last time, you all engaged in a rather hectic party, attempting to juggle a lot of balls of social obligation, while, keeping your kind of adventuring life together. This included Brian meeting up with his old mentor and captain, who let him know that she'd been embezzled out of the great fortune that they'd been supposed to make together, thanks to the efforts of Lord Neverembers' corrupt staff. And that's kind of what happened to the money they made. Lord Harold found out that, while talking with Esvel, this young noblewoman who you were throwing a party with, who was very impressed thanks to Brian's wonderful erotic dancing, and had a wonderful evening because of it.
Guy knows how to undulate, what can I say?
Oh, indeed. You impressed, I believe you impressed Mert the moneylender so much that he gave you an invisible suit of studded leather armor.
Yeah.
Which is something. You discovered that your family appears to have been somehow put into debt to another noble family called the Castlelanters, and is likely going to effectively go completely bankrupt. And she, at first, commended you for the cleverness of, hiding some of your family's money in this business, so you got somewhere to go if everything kind of goes to hell. And then was quite impressed when you revealed that you'd made all the money for it yourself. Earl made many strange cocktails and got many people thoroughly plastered while helping Jorn, or Istrid, at the bar, keeping her from having a nervous breakdown and breaking someone's kneecaps. While this was going on, Brynny discovered a thief upstairs. An epic chase ensued in which she fell off a roof and then got her rapier stuck in a wall. And you two kind of became friends over the general ineptitude of the situation, revealing themselves to be the Black Viper, probably the most prolific thief in the town. Fluke, I think, just hung out until the end, in which you guys kind of split up. Harold helped deal with your competition, who was trying to steal your business away. And actually, I think, had him taken away by the guard for his own safety after starting a vicious rumor that he was pissing in people's drinks or something. I don't know.
It was a combination.
And he was shagging a goblin.
And he was
watering down drinks. It kept goblin in his basement, and he used it for naughty times.
That's right.
The worrying thing is, that's probably closest to what the setup we've got.
Always base your lies on a bit of truth.
It's actually this whole campaign is a sequel to the current Critical Role campaign. So now we know what happened to Not the Brave. No.
Oh dear.
Sorry. It's been a long week. While that was going on, Killian, Chessie, and Brynny. Killian, Fluke, and Brynny.
That's an interesting party there.
Found the Nimblewright that has been evading you for so long, and put it to the sword, as it was clearly, unlike the other one.
It's insane.
Yeah, unlike the other one you'd met that had a bit of personality, this one was just a machine and had clearly some sort of instructions to kill anyone that got in its way. On its body, you discovered a map that supposedly pointed to the location of the Stone of Galore, which the Nimbleroot had taken from the Gralhun Villa, and a name was attached to it, the name of Fenris Stormcastle, who you guys... So the party kind of came to an end, because this is a weird one to kind of try and recap, because it wasn't very linear. Harold woke up with your neighbours in bed and hungover. The rest of you were okay, and you headed off to the trade ward to try and find this Fenris Stormcastle and find out what happened with the Stone of Galore. Arriving there, you found his house had been tossed and turned, blood was on the walls, and there had definitely been some sort of altercation here. Upon leaving, you were confronted by Lerala Silverhand, the open lord of Waterdeep, who asked you to head to the Xanathar hideout, where they believed that the stone had been taken to, and acquire it and bring it to a theatre in the dock wards. Bring it to the theatre and hand it over to one of her agents there. However, during this conversation, Brynny, being very insightful, became suspicious and decided to pursue Lerala Silverhand, and did so, pursuing her very, very stealthily with the help of Fluke's blessing and some very good rolls. Managed to track her back to a carriage, and then following the carriage discovered that this was not Lerala Silverhand, but in fact a drow with an eye patch, who said that, they'll go and get the stone for us, and if they don't, hey, we know where they live. And I believe that was how I ended that particular session. So we find you all now. Did they hear a wee whistling noise? Is somebody got like a whistling nose?
Yeah.
They go,
I can hear it.
Might be me.
well. Oh, that was bad. So, when we start up again, is it Brynny re-entering the back alley with the others, or do you want to do something before you kind of head back to the group, Brynny?
No, I'll go straight back.
Okay.
I think I decided I'd push my luck far enough when I overheard them that far.
Yeah. Yeah, last you saw, they were heading off in the direction of the docks. You return to the alleyway. You find the others kind of where you left them, standing around a little awkwardly outside of this sort of turned over house. That's where we kind of find you. It's blustery and windy. You're in the autumn now, so the wind kind of blows through the streets quite hard, quite cold, keeping most people off the streets unless they're going out for business. And probably I think the first person is Harold hanging around outside with his pipe, sort of keeping an eye out.
So nothing weird. I'll just come straight down, draw attention to myself, to the group, and fill them in on everything that happened, naming the fact that it's the drow, and asking Harold if he has any contact with them.
Brynny's back.
We were right to be suspicious. It was those drow folk that shot me that time.
Those fellas?
Oh! What, those people almost killed us?
Yeah, the ones in that alley.
Well, he's only the one that almost killed us.
You didn't seem to be getting along with the others too much.
Well, that's trouble.
So, seems they want us to get this gem from and deliver it. Really?
They said something about knowing where we live.
Well, most people do at this stage. To be honest, we don't really keep it a secret.
We haven't been
on their bad side.
Subtle.
I don't think we want to get on their bad side.
Well, I guess not, but I don't really see how we're going to avoid it.
So, do we try to retrieve the stone from where they told us anyway, or what should we do?
Wait, is it worth talking to, the actual Silverhand lady? Or, if we can get in to talk to her and be like, "Oi, so this dickhead's impersonating you and telling us to fetch stuff."
Well,
Fluke,
any thoughts?
Fluke, roll an
anyone.
intelligence save for me.
That sounds like a good way to get your throat slit to me.
Great, my Roll20 has completely frozen.
Yeah, I've got a couple of cameras down, so I think it's struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
I have to cut that out.
If you have a dice next to you, I will accept a real-life dice roll.
1 sec.
What is this special treatment?
Dice.
Because she's the only woman in the group, so she gets special treatment. That's how it works.
Oh no, I rolled a 1!
And now I know you're honest. All right, so the mind flayer eats your brain. No, it's fine. You have no moment of inspiration.
That sounds like a solid plan.
Sounds like an awful plan.
I imagine that to get people impersonating each other quite a lot around here.
Well,
Illusion magic being the way it is.
isn't that a serious crime?
Probably.
Impersonating a noble, I think, is...
Would probably be.
We can go
But,
check the code legal.
I don't think.
I'm just waiting for it to load.
I don't think they care too much about
Assaulting
ominous
or...
laws.
I'm reading this like Fluke and she can't read, so...
Assaulting or
Errol.
impersonating a lord, death. Assaulting or appropriating an official or lord, flogging, imprisonment up to 10 days, and a fine of up to 500 gold. It's a fucking serious offence. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so we do have informing the Lord's Alliance. They did it in our back pockets if we need it.
Well, if you do that, you're going to piss them off.
Yeah, and we don't exactly have any proof, do we? Just kind of our word.
I prefer my throat not slit.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you on that one. I'm not keen. Really?
I'll say, Errol, you seem a bit worked up about these folk.
Just when I glance around, sorry, is there anyone watching us? This is a funny place to have this kind of conversation. I've just realized.
I mean, you could be having it inside the building.
Yeah,
I
let's
imagine
do
you're
that.
standing out in the cold. Roll a perception check for me. Yeah, you're fairly certain you're secure. Not only that, the wind outside is so blustery that it would be hard for people to overhear you, just because of the force of the wind outside.
Oh, the drow, aren't they? You've seen what I can do. And they're a bit more drow than I am.
Mostly you just make things slippy and wear kimonos and stuff, Errol.
Yeah, but that's that time with
he
the
has
ghosts.
great power.
Can all drows do that?
Oh yeah, there was that try with the lightning. Do it again.
I can't do it on command, but they might be able to.
And all those poor rats. Just incinerated a basement. Well,
But at some point,
okay, wait, Earl, and it's probably best to keep this stuff away from the authorities for a while. We don't even know what the stone fully does yet. Just a big idea.
Well, stone, by the sounds of it... Ooh. I don't know.
You know a little about the stone, actually. I seem to remember someone saying that it knew where a vault was.
Yeah, it was get the stone and it would tell you where the vault location is. I don't think it's a key, though.
Yeah.
Don't know if there is a key.
In which case, we could get the stone and then get rid of it.
Or we get the stone, find our location, give it to them, but we're already well on our way there.
I mean...
Well, if we give it to them, we're in direct competition with them. That's probably not a good idea.
Oh, we just get ahead of the competition. Get the money, hire someone to go take them. Easy.
I mean... other thing is, we find the stone, try and do it subtly, and then we turn up at this place at this time and say, couldn't find it, someone else nicked it. Someone we don't like, maybe. We could say they nicked it and try and pull off that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, me and Errol are quite convincing liars. If we're trying, maybe we could do that. Or
if we do that, we need to make sure we don't keep it at our place.
Alright.
Because I think that would be dangerous.
I know a dragon that'd be quite happy to have what could be a pretty shiny stone.
I was about to suggest that.
Would the dragon give it back? Dragons are known for hoarding, not...
Yeah, I think the dragon...
Need it, use it for what we want.
Once we got it, we don't need it back. We just need it protected.
Well, how about this? We go and find a stone, figure out how it's used, if we need to hold on to it, or if we can get rid of it straight away, and then we can figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the idea. This thing sounds very fucking magical, and we're not going to know at all how it works until
Or-
we get our grubby mitts on it.
Or, mate, it could just be a rock with a bit of drawn on it.
Maybe.
Never know.
Who knows?
Maybe we should bake one and pass it over.
That'd be quite fun.
As they just someone decided just to use a rock instead of a bit of
Yeah.
paper. That's about it.
It's under the mattress at my old house. Excellent map.
Alright.
You get
Well,
there,
yeah, where
there's
was going?
like 1 million gold under this mattress, and no one.
I, don't know,
Scrooge
I
McDuck's fucking bed.
I saw on Reddit the other day, like 1.2 mil in a mattress of $. Fucking somewhere.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
All right,
It
that's
was like
little
the
slips of
mattress.
paper. These are
I
gold
know.
coins like this big.
People are inventive. Maybe it's like a mattress filled with bags of holding. Who knows?
All right,
Terry.
it's a mattress of holding. All right, so you guys are going to head off and try and.
That'd be
Try
really
it.
dangerous to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are going to head off to the location of this Xanathar's hideout and, take it from once you've actually got your hands on the stone?
We haven't
Seems to make sense.
got anything else we need to do we?
How's everyone doing, resource-wise?
I'm good to
Castle,
go.
boys?
You should have
I've
all just
got-
had a long
Yeah, I
rest, pretty
think-
much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're fine.
I've got enough for a good night out, so that's alright with me.
Well,
Oh, we're in a
that's
tavern now. That's the thing of the past. Free drinks.
I mean, you still buy and pay for the drinks. You just buy in bulk and store in your tavern.
You just have a personal tab.
Harold doesn't think it works like that. The drinks are free.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to head off to this this Xanathar hideout where he believes the stone is being held. So, let me just gather my informations. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-ba.
Have a nice day.
So, that's the wrong one. Alright, so you were told it had been taken. I can't remember exactly which district it was in, but the stone had been taken to this Xanathar hideout in some sort of like underground. The Xanathar tend to hide out in these like grungy underground layers, effectively. So you've been told kind of an entrance into the sewers, and if you go through that entrance, that will bring you into the area of this this cellar or underground layer. And it's not too far away, so you make your way across town. Again, it's quite windy, it's quite blustery, and it's not particularly busy. There's a bit of snow in the air, but it's mostly like falling in the corners of the road, not properly covering the ground. Yeah, do you want to do or say anything on your travel to there, or do you just head straight there, most straight line, and keep yourselves quiet?
I mean, we're probably being watched, so I want to watch out for if anyone's watching us. Anything suspicious.
You want to see if anyone's trailing you. That's fine.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Can we use Bernie's, or I'm Bernie. Can we use Fluke's thingy that lets her find shortcuts across the city to potentially lose people as well?
Oh, you want to take like a very winding, obtuse route there in case someone is following you? It'll make it more difficult for them.
That sounds like a good.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's definitely something you do. You take a winding, obtuse route there, just so that if anyone is following you, they're not going to have an easy time of it. So if somebody is following you, I'll make them do a check, basically to keep track of you. And while you're doing that, you also keep an eye out, Fluke, for anyone following you on the way there. You don't see anyone. You don't see anyone kind of in the shadows, skulking along after you, or on the rooftops. You just you see a couple of people wandering to and fro, but they don't seem to be spending much interest in you. And eventually you arrive at this kind of rundown part of town. There's a big tenement building nearby. kind of this is just like a little residential part of the town where lots of families live. And you notice there's kind of like a cellar access, like just like double doors in the ground that lead down. That's where you're supposed to head. However, at the moment, the doors are open, and there is a carriage. There's a carriage just outside of it. Yeah, just a large, like, well, not very large, just a fairly utilitarian carriage directly outside of this open door into the earth.
Is there anyone on the carriage?
Yeah, looking at the carriage, there's a driver sitting, kind of coat tight around him to fight off the cold.
Anything in the carriage?
You can't see, its blinds are drawn.
It's not the carriage I followed, is it?
No, it's a very different carriage. The one you followed was quite nice and comfy looking. This one's very basic.
Till the carriage is gone.
Right, so you're gonna wait for the carriage to be gone?
I'm suspicious of this carriage.
And it's just like
This is Zent's, yeah?
This is Xanathar's, I think.
No, Xanathar's, that's one. Googly eyes and whatnot. I could disguise myself and go have a chat to him, maybe. To look like one of them folks.
Oh, I got some face paint for you. Maybe throw a couple of eyes on your forehead or something. Don't ask me, you'll just end up dicks, but anyway.
Not very convincing there, Brian.
Really? One kind of role.
And there's only like one entrance?
Yeah, there's only the one you know of. That's kind of marked, that you were told about, where these Zents are hanging out.
Do someone want to have a look around? Maybe there's another way in. Maybe a bit less obvious than we're going in the front door.
I mean, I can go have a little, like, wander around. Oh, please give me pennies. Actually, no, I don't know if I can get away with that these days, because I look all stupidly rich.
Yeah, you're actually wearing proper clothes these days, like.
I can go over is there buildings nearby?
Yeah, there's these kind of tall tenement buildings all around you.
I can climb some of the buildings and try to get a good vantage point.
As you were discussing this, a figure comes out of the doors in the ground. You see a dwarven figure. He's got a big old beard, but it's like braided into two strips. Let me see if I've got some artwork for this guy. I might do. Nope.
You know what they say about big beards?
No, what did they say about big beards?
Fat chin.
No. So he looks, let's spell here. So he's got like a pair of spectacles on.
Oh,
wow!
Big beard, big ginger beard, and he kind of comes out. And when he does, he kind of looks nervously around and walks over to the cart. And the cart door swings open with a loud like thud, and then leaping out of the car and landing with a heavy thud, you see a familiar figure.
Xanathar.
Yeah.
Oh!
He wouldn't land with a thud.
The beholder's got legs to thud.
High Priest Herc... No, you see...
Sorry, man.
Where is he?
My boy!
No, I'm just imagining I'm just imagining a beholder with like the lower half of a mannequin just kind of like strapped onto the bottom of him.
Like Modoc.
So landing with a thud, you see this incredibly beefy kobold standing at a mighty 4.5 feet tall, cracks its knuckles, and looks this dwarf dead in the eyes because it's as tall as a dwarf. The dwarf looks taken aback by. The dwarf like wrings his hands nervously, and they begin to have a conversation.
Hey,
Can we?
are you listening?
I'll try. I'd like to try to sneak close and listen in if I can.
Alright,
if I can see an obvious way to get nearby.
Yeah, I think there would be. Roll a stealth check for me, Brittany.
Come on, little.
You can do it. We got faith in you.
Go for it.
I've clicked this button several times. Oh, there they go.
Whoa.
All right, 15. Yeah, you slip in close to the cart. Could you make a perception check for me with disadvantage because of the howling wind around you? 16?
Which one looks like they're in charge? I imagine the kobold.
Oh, 100% the kobold. The dwarf looks nervous and like kind of afraid as he's talking.
Does
to the
he?
kobold.
He looks very sort of gizmo-y. Does he look like one of the people from the the place with the like slightly suggestive name? Hall of something hands.
Oh, of inspired hands.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He does have an inventorish look about him, but you don't see any like symbology of Gond on him.
Okay, he's just very classically dwarfy.
Brynny, you overhear the kobold going, "You better hurry up, buddy. That device needs to be ready. It should have been ready last week." It's like, I'm sorry, I'm still working on the device. I don't give a shit. Get it sorted, or next time I'm coming back here, it's gonna be not so pleasant for you. Of course, Jorts, of course. Good. Right. Now I gotta head uptown.
Of course.
I've got business to attend to.
I've got to play, guys, but like hit or miss, it could be quite swingy.
And as he sort of says that, Brynny, he looks back at he goes like, "Anything else I should be knowing about?" And the two birds roll an insight check for me, Brynny, with disadvantage because of the loud wind.
I have clicked it. Come on, Roll20, you can do it. I believe in you.
Come on.
Gotta believe.
Most important.
You can't.
That
really
wasn't
see the
worth waiting
dwarf's,
for.
You can't really see the dwarf's face properly to get insight, but he says, "Of course not, Jorts. Of course not. Good. Keep it that way, bud." And the kobold pulls himself into the carriage, and the carriage takes off. The carriage stays there for a minute, and you see this guy look sort of nervously, like tugs at his two strands of beard, like, "Oh dear," and then he goes into the cellar and slams the door shut.
Hang on. Which one of them got on the carriage?
Jorts gets on the carriage.
Jorts got on the carriage.
And the guy with the two bearded dwarf, like nervously tugs on his beard and then heads into the thing and slams it shut behind him. And then a couple of 30 seconds later or so, the cart like begins to take off.
Yeah, I was considering trying to climb to the bottom of the cart and seeing if I could see where it goes, but I don't think Jorts is as worth following as the dwarf would be.
I don't know, just knowing Matt, I'm pretty sure Jorts is going to be like the campaign end boss.
Dude, look, there is a kobold secret society in Matt's world that runs everything, and we just see tendrils of it occasionally.
It's the kobold, reserve.
That's the front for all the
banks are always behind everything. Okay.
Yeah. Did I catch anything with detect magic?
Did you cast it as a ritual or just as a spell?
I can cast it at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, really? Oh, because of your
Drow magic.
No, there was no magic anywhere inside.
Okay.
That's cool.
They all seem to be quite mundane. But yeah, the cart's trundled off, and the door is now unblocked from you.
Alright, we wait for Brynny to come back, I guess.
Oh yeah, I go straight back.
No.
I think I was only like around the corner.
What'd you hear, Brynny?
The dwarf that lives here is building some kind of a device for Jort. I had forgotten Jort's abusing our kobolds.
I know. I felt it'd been a while since I'd given Jorts any screen time, so.
You're the right, Drongo.
Remind me, does Jorts work for the Xanatars?
Yeah. He wanted our kobolds for the Xanatars, didn't he?
Yeah.
It does look like the dwarf is being coerced. There was definitely a threatening air to it, so maybe there's something we could do with that.
not being made to make rat kebabs or anything, is he? I'm pretty sure that's what Joss is getting
I
onto.
hope so. I'm quite hungry.
I wonder if it's something to use the stone in some way.
At least the stone tickets here.
I mean, it seems like a hell of a coincidence that it's all in the same places.
Yeah. Look, if they had the stone, they knew what it did. I'm pretty sure they'd ought to be heading towards where it's showing.
It's something you got to think about as well. Maybe, what was it, Jarlaxle? I say hush breath with thingies.
You've never heard the name Jarlaxle before.
Oh, we never heard that before.
You've read a book somewhere sometime as Tom, but the
Yeah.
What was he, Lady Silverhand?
Yeah,
Lady Silverhand.
Yeah, maybe Lady.
kind of camp.
Yeah, maybe Lady Silverhand. Just wanted us to go down here to bumble away in here, and there's no stone, and it's just something else that's of interest to her.
From the way they were talking when they thought I wasn't listening in, it really sounded like they expected us to have the stone soon, and would possibly come to our house and take it from.
Well, alright then. The stone's in there. Maybe they're making a device to use it, or they're just talking about the stone itself. I don't know.
When I see it, we got two questions. Are we going loud, or are we going talking?
I think I could try and bullshit my way in there, or how are you feeling?
I think that dwarf looked nervous. I think we could probably crack him.
Yeah, that's what I was
I think
thinking.
we go back get one of our kobolds and maybe have him do some talking with us as a representative.
That sounds like a really elaborate plan.
We could be one of the kobolds if you like.
He could be Jort's underling.
I mean, they're not like properly house trained yet. If we bring him out here, he might get lost and wander off and get like run over by a car or something.
Yeah.
If someone else will take him in, and they'll have a kobold, and we won't. I want to keep him.
That's true. It would
might abuse them.
Yeah. And flagons.
Who knows what will happen? Maybe George will pick him up. I don't want to be looking after kobold constantly. They're maniacs.
Alright, we'll keep him
I love
locked in
them
the
to bits,
basement.
but-
Jeez.
They like it there.
They do.
They've got hundreds of burnt rat corpses to eat for a while. So they'll be okay.
I mean, they're going to come back and they're going to be literal balloons the amount of like charred rats they've eaten.
I'm just surprised our basement hasn't already been expanded.
It's probably hers, but we don't know about it.
There's probably some holes in the walls we haven't found. You're right.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if that guy has got some protection down there or it's just him, but if we go in there looking like some dents and we say that Mr. Big Swollbold decided to send some encouragement, and we're the encouragement to sort of say, we're coming down here to make sure you're working properly, mate, because he's not pleased. Maybe we could sort of pull that angle.
So that's a reasonable start.
We
could also offer him protection.
Or we could just go in as Jort and say, hand over the stone now, we're taking it elsewhere. You'll find out later.
That'd be a bit weird considering you're just left in a carriage.
Yeah.
It's also quite hard for me to go that much. We'd all be like tall jorts. I mean,
Can't really change your size, can you?
Yeah, I mean, Fluke's probably like koboldiest size.
Yeah, no, I'm quite short, and I could totally be a kobold.
Can you disguise of yourself, Fluke?
I can, yes.
Ooh. How are you feeling about telling some porcupines today?
Yeah, I'm like the queen of telling lies. I'm just like so good at it. Apart from all those times when I tell the truth to all of you all the time, obviously.
I would like to insight check that.
I believed it.
Can we all insight
check?
Ooh, that's good for me. Whoa, Papa!
She's great at lying. You're suspicious now.
I'm confused. Excellent. Alright.
Alright, so we'll go and leading in with our kobold friend and see how long it goes.
So we got Jort.
Am I being Jorts or am I just being a regular kobold? Because I think if you go in as Jorts, it's going to look really weird.
I mean, the other thing is, why would they pay attention to a regular kobold?
Yeah, it would have to be like Jorts' massive.
I know I make a big deal out of kobolds, but they are effectively just vermin in most creatures' eyes.
Yeah. Alright. Well, honestly, we could just go up, to be honest.
I like the going and the extra encouragement idea.
Yeah. How about we give it like an hour or two, and then come back and say, "Boss has changed his mind. We want it now," type of thing. I don't care if it's not ready. He wants it now.
Anyone remember any?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Anyone else remember any maybe Rankin Zent members we came across before?
There's all.
I think we killed them all.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking Zents or? Pardon me, Xanathars.
Xanathars.
The X, not to say.
We've met some high-ranking Zents, but not Xanathars. I think.
There was the guy who had tentacles for a face, but I don't think we could pull that off.
Ooh, I could give it a go. That'd be quite fun.
I believe you would have to talk entirely through your mind.
There is a major lieutenant named.
No, I don't think I'll do that.
There is a major lieutenant named Noska. That guy we met who was recruiting the fucking bird people. Christ.
I think we killed him.
Oh.
No, he mentioned we killed that guy, but he mentioned a lieutenant named Noska.
Do you have any idea what they look like? Yeah.
No, but if we want to just name someone important, we have the option. The guy we killed was named Hackward.
So we're going to go with the get into the club strategy of go up and name drop to the bouncer.
Yeah. I mean, there isn't a bouncer, which is the thing.
Well, there's no way in. I guess we just go up and tell the fellow we're here from the Zents. If it goes well, we get in. If we don't.
Don't tell them you're from the Zent.
We're from the
Xanathars.
Kill them!
We're from the Blackstaff.
Oh my god, I forgot which gang I was part of.
To be fair, I think it happens a lot.
Side, not east side.
I have a very unusual form of Tourette's.
That happens a lot. The Zents keep making the mistake of calling themselves Xanathars. The Zents, they get very confused.
Zents and Zants. Like, oh god. They need to work at their branding.
When we're going in, maybe I should stay outside and keep an eye open. Make loud cat noises if something bad is coming. I'm not very good at the whole talking thing. Meow.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, we could always start the plan by approaching the cellar door and having a look at it.
Well, you could look quite intimidating if you pretend you've seen a dog or something. You puff all your fur and go, it's scary.
I like dogs.
What kind of cat are you?
All my characters like dogs, Tom. I can't even roleplay not liking dogs. Sorry.
Real quick, fair enough. I did a one-shot recently with my other group, and it was based on a Pathfinder one-shot in which you all play goblins, and all of the characters had written somewhere in them how much they hated dogs. And me and Adam adamantly refused to roleplay that. No. Our goblins are the exception, and we like dogs.
Unless the dogs are half people.
Yeah. So do you approach the grate and have a look at it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Instruct others too.
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you.
You need googly eyes on your forehead, Brian. Bruni, you're gonna be on the rooftops. I'm gonna disguise myself into. What should I be, Errol?
Bugbear?
You big bugbear. Yeah.
That's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I could do that.
First time you saw Jorts, he did have a bugbear with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll turn into a big bugbear with an eye patch. Ooh.
So you turn into a Harold-sized bugbear.
Harold-sized bugbear. How tall are bugbears? I think you can change yourself a bit.
Well, the one you saw was 8.5 foot tall.
Oh.
But they range between like that
size.
and 7 foot tall. You know,
I can be a short bugbear.
Yeah, you could be like 7 foot tall bugbear.
I'm live.
Also, disguise self.
What race is Fluke?
Half elf.
So you got 60-foot dark vision.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm giving you
Half an elf.
a little different token. So, Harold turns into a bugbear. A bugbear. And
I'll just
Fluke, do you transform into?
Yeah, I mean, I can disguise my appearance. I don't think Fluke could pull off bugbear. She's quite short.
Well, could you pull off Jorts? I thought was the plan.
Yeah.
I know. We're in that D&D stage of just a very rambling plan that keeps going in different directions until the GM has no idea what's going on.
Ignore that. Trying to find a way to ping an item.
It was quite lucky.
Okay, I can try Jorts.
Alright, so you turn into Jorts, you turn into a bugbear, Harold.
I turn into a
Although, I
generic
will
human.
say, Fluke's the only one who's never heard him speak or anything because she was asleep when he came to the house last time.
I turn into
So,
something.
Excellent. Do you bring that up to the others so they can do an impression, or do you just like go, it's fine?
yeah,
I have.
Does he talk like the other kobolds then?
I will use my active feat to perfectly mimic him and give you a good impression.
Did I hear him speaking for a minute?
Yeah, you heard him speaking for a minute.
He was in the tavern for quite a while.
Ooh.
Oh!
So yeah, between me and Harold, we can probably unerringly mimic his speech for a while enough to try to teach Fluke.
How did he sound, Matt?
You better do as I say, or I'm coming back here and I'm gonna mess you up, boy. You fucking understand me, right?
You fucking understand me, right? What is this? This isn't even a voice.
You fucking understand me, right? It's so high-pitched.
It's not even that far from what I already do for Brinny. I can't even do.
You better sort your shit out.
Perfect, yeah.
Yes!
I think I can do that every time I mix, like, Cobalt and Angry New Yorker. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, I'm walking here. What you doing?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Alright.
Right, he disguised himself as Jaw.
Okay, so the first thing, Erlin turns into just a generic human, Harold turns into a bugbear, Fluke turns into Jorts, Brian and Brinny, what are you doing?
I put up my hood.
Just put up your head, that's fine, you're already a freak.
For now, I'm going to investigate the sewer grate.
Okay.
I'll also put my hood up just for the image.
So when you investigate the sewer gate, it's the... I know. Alright. It is, it's unlocked, and it seems to, when you look into it, it seems to lead down into a small stone room. With no natural light in it.
Brian, you going to be okay down here?
Nope. That suddenly gets flooded. I'm pretty scared of it.
Put a hand on one of the bugbear's shoulders.
I can't see.
At least it didn't imitate the smell.
Somebody's going to have to light a torch, I think is the fair assumption
Alright.
here.
I'll light.
Doing it. I'm the stealthy one.
I'll light a torch. I'm a big bugbear and carrying a torch. I've got a big underbite. There's dribble coming out. It's amazing.
Work to me.
Alright.
When we're done this, let's have a chat with the black staff about dark vision, shall we?
Alright.
What could she do?
So do you head downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to get our story straight, we're like, we've waited a bit and we're going to be like, I changed my mind, I want it now.
No, we've been ordered to.
Ordered to.
By the higher-ups, they want it now. Whatever you got, this place ain't safe anymore. So we've been...
Oh, we're moving.
We're compromised.
Remember, the name...
Give it us.
The name you want is Noska. That's the only lieutenant we know.
Noska. Or
You
just say...
head down, and you find yourself in a small stone room. You see that there is a iron-bound wooden door with a sign mounted on it. In common, and it reads, "Sewer access, authorized city officials only." And it looks like it's locked.
Oh, well, we're screwed.
Thank goodness there's not a lawful paladin here.
Yeah, there's a sign. Fuck.
Luke, do you want to try this or will I?
I can give it a go.
Oh, go for it, Errol. I'll keep an eye out.
It's so nice of you to let the little people try.
You just like to
no,
see
wait.
it fail so you can swoop in.
No, sorry. Wrong kit. I left it at home.
Oh, Briddy, just pop the door open, let me know if you need any help.
Oh, I got this.
Alright, you put
And
your
you're lost.
fist to the door. And then you realise you're not sure what ward you're in. Oh,
I didn't mean to actually click that. Whoops.
I mean, but you clicked it, and it's the
Oh,
right,
yeah.
it's the right thing.
Oh, it's no, that's a thief's kit. You need thieves' tools.
Nice try, asshole. Yeah, you get the lock. You come on. It's not coming. Like you just after about you try for like 10 minutes and it is just confounding you. Like you cannot get anywhere with it.
Harry cast detect magic.
Can you just recast? Oh, you just as a ritual while he's doing this.
Like Drow normally don't have to even cast it. They can in the books. They can just see it.
Oh, he took defeat.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, I thought you still expanded spell slots. Cool. All right, you cast it. There's no magic here. It's just a dark room.
Alright. Brian just kind of stands behind all the people playing with the lock, just kind of like palming his crowbar in his hand. Just...
Go ahead, Brian.
Go on.
Yours.
Yeah.
No, you do it quiet. Come on. You do fancy lock people do it.
Alright, Luke, you give it a go. I'll just help you.
Just
I
watch.
want to do these things myself. Can't get the staff, you stupid assholes.
10 out of 10. Hang on, no, I'm alright. 10 out of 10, boss. We're done. I can pick that lock.
Give it a thieves' tools check then. If you're, I think you're proficient as a trickster cleric.
Yeah, I've clicked it, I think. Has it not shown up? Oh, am I rolling to self or
There we
something?
go.
Oh, it's here.
Okay.
13.
It's not great.
Confounds the. Now you.
I don't
Vinny,
have
are
time
like,
for this shit. Get it open.
Oh. Alright, stand aside. Alright, get the crowbar out. Jam it in and just give it a wrench. 18.
Fucking busting it. You like jam it in a few times and like pull it out, but it's you can't get it. You just can't get the traction you need to break this door in. This door
Obviously this
confounds you as
magical.
well.
The
If only I
magical
knew
item.
his hand and had a scimitar.
Yeah, you're getting nowhere.
Oh no, we have your critical role moment.
Okay.
Do we still have the explosives? The fireball.
No, they nicked that.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
you have
but
some gunpowder you got from the guns
Oh!
way back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yes.
okay.
But that would be an option, definitely.
I mean, there's loud and
Can I suggest the lock to open?
I mean,
believe
we
that
could
one
just
was
try.
humanoids.
We could try banging on it and yelling.
I mean, to be fair,
I think to be honest, at this point we already
At this
have.
point, yeah.
Brian already effectively has done that by like jamming a crowbar in there multiple times and trying, and he made a lot of noise, but he hasn't really got anywhere
Right.
with it.
Okay, what we need to do is we need to go find Sewer Workers Guild, and we need to charm the key out of them.
Roll an intelligence check for me, Brian.
Oh dear.
Actually,
Oh!
maybe there's a key around here somewhere.
Check under the flower pot.
The city watch captains would hold keys to get in here, as would whoever's assigned to this ward, as would like a member of the Sewer Watchers Guild. Although, you know.
So we just need to rob a guard captain. Perfect.
Why didn't we think of that to begin with?
I love when Fluke will get. I love when Jort and his bugbear will get arrested and like, I didn't rob any fucking guard captain.
This plan's looking slightly better every second, and
Even better if you manage to cast Charm Person first.
It's really all of us just staring down looking at this fucking
I know.
place.
At this point, I reckon we just bang on it and say, "Oi, let us."
Do you just bang on the door and say, "Hey, let us in"?
Errol, you can't picky
That's all we
locky
got.
locks. No.
Right, I'm doing it. I'm gonna rattle it and be like, "Oi, let us in."
All right, you
I put the wheelbarrow away.
rattle the door. Nah, nothing. No one's answering.
should we just go home?
I think we're done here, guys.
Get an early night, you know.
Happy over.
Right. Okay. Right. Who's best at picky locks? Brinny. Okay. I'll grab Brinny by the side of the face and I sort of like scrunch your ears a little bit. Look at me, Brinny. Close your eyes and envision the door opening. You're opening the door. You're doing it. You're succeeding. You're winning. And it's amazing. We're going through, we're finding the stone and we're getting it. Imagine this. You've just got to pick the lock, because I know you can. We all know you can. We all believe in you. Okay?
We believe in you. You can
Okay.
do this, Brinny.
I
You
believe
can do
in
it, Brinny.
We believe in you. There you go. Bardic inspiration.
You.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it is expanded Bardic Inspiration, I'll let you have another shot at it. That uses up the Bardic Inspiration, like
Yeah.
getting the shot.
I
just getting to
also
go. Okay.
add on to that a bit of a, yeah, you can do it, Brinny. We know you can do it.
This is an awful lot of pressure.
I stand behind with anchor over my head, but if you don't do it, I'll smash the grate. What do you think? No, what? I would do that to you. What?
So Fluke's helping me, is she?
Fluke gave you
Was that what you were
guidance.
saying? Oh, son of
So
a
you get a
bitch.
D4 as well as your Bardic Inspiration.
It's still worse than my last roll then.
All right, 12.
I mean, I'd like to think that someone would be helping you.
I don't know who has the skills. Like,
I know. I should have helped you.
need to be
Sorry.
proficient in
Yeah.
this to help with it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've
Do
got
you have,
proficiency.
actually, do you still have inspiration?
No, the inspiration let me try again.
No, as in DM inspiration from last game.
The symbol's marked. I do usually use that straight away, but I also forget things.
If the symbol's marked, then you've got it. You can get a reroll. And just
Okay, I'll use it. I have unmarked the symbol.
Go for it.
all right. So
Oh, the look of satisfaction on Matt's face.
it's just a door, guys. It's just.
Hey,
I'm sorry,
Door.
guys. I keep losing my lockpicks in my fur.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Right,
get
take
some
the-
spoons and we dig our way in.
Okay, so it's a grate, like on the floor at an angle, right?
It's a door. This is
Yeah.
just a straight up iron-bound door before you.
Right.
Okay, plan D. How many hit points does this door have?
It's a pretty sturdy-looking door. Like you might go knock it in, but it's gonna be fucking loud.
I'll stab it with my rapier.
Does your rapier get stuck?
You're gonna do what the rogue did last night.
You've used up about half an hour of your disguise self.
Well, I think the disguise self is wasted time at this point.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
So, do I just get a sledgehammer and start taking it to the door?
Yeah.
Are we at that stage?
I think
I think we
kind of
probably are.
Hey, what? I'm guessing the hinges are stuck inside it. Can't do anything with that. What's underneath the door? Is there a proper frame? Is it dirt? Is it?
It's like a stone, like sewer floor.
Alright, let's start dismantling the floor.
I'd like to have a quick look around this corridor to make sure there aren't any hidden keys or access points or buttons
No, nothing like that. It's a very plain room.
What's the mortar like with the bricks?
It's like it was carved into this, like, it's fairly strong. Like, you're underground, it'd be like attacking the walls of the door would be easier to break than the walls.
Is there any like window in it, or is it just?
No, you're underground in like this is this job's entire purpose in life. It's just to keep it. There's no window. There's nothing like that. It is just a solid iron reinforced door designed to keep idiots like you from going into the sewers and getting themselves killed.
Cool.
I was about to say, it's almost like this door's purpose is to keep people out.
It's doing a great job.
It's a fucking great door.
This door is employee of the month.
We've got to buy one of these for the fucking tavern.
Okay. So we gotta jam some gunpowder into the lock. Just blow it up.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Sure.
Brian's still got some smoke powder on him.
I can light it.
How much are you going to use?
All of it.
I have one packet, I think.
Oh.
Like, I can't remember how much what we divided into when we handed it out.
If you've got it on you have what's on your character sheets. If you don't have any of your character sheets, you've used it already at some stage in your life.
No, I already have it.
Yeah.
No, we haven't used
I haven't
any.
marked down, but I literally have it down as
if it's not
one.
on your character sheet, it doesn't exist.
I literally have one smoke powder listed.
You have one like small thing of smoke powder.
One grain.
That.
Yeah. So you got one. Does anyone else have any on their sheets?
I don't have one on my sheet, but I've got in my notes that we got 4 black powder bags.
Yeah, we never divided it, that's the problem.
No. I'm pretty sure Fluke was unconscious during the whole thing, so...
I'm pretty sure you divided it.
You did divide it,
I gave you
Ryan
enough
got one, and he was like, I would like an AoE stuff.
Yeah,
I think I gave one to I think I found it and gave one to everyone except myself. Because I decided it wasn't subtle enough for me.
This is what the recordings are for.
No, this is what your character sheet is for, and your inventory.
Well, I have one anyway, and that's all we need.
You have one.
Yeah.
Alright, you could put one in there. It won't get a very big boom, but it might do it. It might just like pop the lock.
It's a 20-foot radius. I imagine it's hopefully be pretty good.
Yeah, but it's it's not a really. It's a wide bang, but it's not really. It's only 1d6 of damage. But if you jam it all in there and light it, it might pop with enough force to shatter the lock.
Or hopefully weaken it enough to wrench it open.
It doesn't open it, but it means they can't open it from the inside either. So.
Yeah.
What's everyone's passive perception? Just out of curiosity.
17.
Oh, fuck me.
13.
16.
10!
Cool. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, we just got pretty bad pretty quickly.
Alright, so what are you doing?
Are we doing the gunpowder thing, or are we...
Yeah, try and blow it up.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you do with the gunpowder?
Okay. I guess
you have a little bag. It's just like a little bag, like the size of your palm, of this black powder. Normally used to like fill up a pistol. Of your palm, yeah. It's like a little bag.
That's big.
Not like a big, like little like.
Oh, okay. Would the bag fit in the lock?
You can maybe cram it in there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you cram this like bag into the lock. And
Okay, back away.
We get some string.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back up.
Do we want to do... I don't suppose we have anything to cushion the noise, do we? Tommy can't make it silent or anything?
I think that ship has sailed.
If I picked another spell, I could have, but no.
I mean, I could get a bedroll and kind of wrap myself around it. Try and deaden the noise.
That's one way. Just have Brian like wrap himself around it and light it with a match.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're backing away. Where are you backing away to? Because it's a little itty bitty room.
I imagine most people are going to go out.
Back up a little bit.
Oh, Robo Tom.
I might be booping.
Not anymore.
I just need to know exactly where you will be standing.
We've seen this thing explode pretty damn far away, so a good bit away.
Yeah, we'll get outside.
All right.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
who's going outside?
I'll go outside.
Okay.
Oh,
So everyone goes outside.
except Brian.
Oh, Brian goes out as well.
Okay. So everybody
You put it
goes
in that
outside.
Have we got a bit of string connecting it or something?
Nope. Everyone just wandered outside.
I kind of assumed someone's gonna firebolt it.
Yeah, same.
Is anyone firebolt?
So now you're all
I
standing.
can, but I need to be able to see it.
I mean, you can look
I'll
around the
see-
corner.
yeah.
Feel
It's
brave,
down a
Errol.
set of stairs. Like you can't see it from upstairs.
Gotcha. Can you get some rope fibers?
I'll just take it for the team.
They hold these things in the shooty sticks and they're fine, aren't they? I mean, if you just give it like
Errol
5-10
walks
feet,
down and
it's fine.
firebolts it.
Thank you, Errol. All right, you walk down. You firebolt it. Woof. It's gonna burst and some shrapnel's gonna fly your way. So you take 5 damage.
Ah!
You might want to add hit points to your new tokens because I didn't set that stuff up. I just made them like names. So it takes 5 damage. Let's see. I'll give the door. I'll roll a d20. Above a 10, the lock breaks. 10 or above, like a death saving throw. I give the door a death saving throw. All right, the door breaks.
Hey!
You door!
You look over and you can see the lock's like popped and like the little padlock's burst open.
Alright.
And it's a bit
I was
singed.
waiting for you to ask us how do we want to do this. So
You do not get that honor after all this.
No. We want it, but we don't get it.
there have been fights that have been shorter than this.
All right, it pops open. About 40 minutes have passed from your disguise cells.
Okay.
You've got about 20 minutes remaining on them.
Alright, we gotta move pretty quickly now.
Harold, when you move through as your big bugbear shape, holding your torch, it illuminates a sewer. Fresh sewage flows through it and runs parallel to a stone walkway. It smells disgusting. The sewage looks about 3 foot deep.
Oh.
And the tunnel goes off. In to your south and to your north. However, only south has a walkway.
It's pretty dark in here. Alright.
Really?
Let's get going.
Looks fine to me.
Bloody elves.
Ah, he's in the poo water.
You just jump into the poo water.
I didn't actually see what it was before I moved into it.
Yeah, poo water.
But again,
We give him a gentle nudge into the poo water.
Alright, you guys make your way down the walkway. As you kind of head on your ways, you eventually reach this little bridge over a stream of human refuge coming down from that stream. And when you do, those of you with a higher passive perception notice scribbled on the wall over here, so kind of down this corridor, is an eye symbol with many sprocks coming out of it.
Point it out to everyone else.
Yeah.
Alright. I know you're gonna say I'm the guy who deals with water, but just for the record, this is not water.
I like
been
these
there.
boots. Oh,
This is gonna mat my fur.
no, for there.
Yeah.
Quickly checks inventory for boats.
In a 5-foot wide boat.
No,
It's a good thing we've got a huge bath back at the house for us to clean all this shit off us in.
keep your shit on my bath.
Alright, fine.
Come on, we're going.
Splash. Alright, you splash into this. You immediately have like a horrible like gagging effect, like as you kind of drop in. It is disgusting.
Is the poop flowing with or against us?
Against you. The poop is flowing against you. So it's like
Alright, right.
so it's all like gathering on your like boots and like bits are getting stuck to it.
Brian takes out his shield, which is like a little miniature ship's wheel.
Okay.
Puts it on
So
the poop,
familiar.
sits
Wait,
on it,
what?
and then just like
What's that
holds on to
block?
Harold. What?
That won't block arrows.
Oh, I put bits in
spins it.
between the spokes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just use the bits in between.
Stop.
You're gonna hold on to me, one of the scrawniest fuckers in the group, whilst you, the big meaty boy, sits on top of a weird
Stop there, Fluke.
shield thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Could you go back a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
Go back 15 feet. So when you reach there, you notice
Yeah.
with your very high passive perception that the walls here and here, you notice little indentations in them, and when you have a closer look, you're fairly certain these are two secret passages. One there and one there.
Ooh.
Yes, either side of you is a secret passage. They're slightly kind of elevated so that they're kind of above the level of the sewage where you'd step.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are two secret doors either side of you, and you're pretty sure you even know how to open them.
I'd go for this one.
Which one is this? Okay, so the one to the north?
Above.
North.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to reach up and open that one up?
Yeah.
Secret
Alright.
portal in the north.
So you like kind of play with it for a minute, and you find this little handhold
No.
kind of like disguised as a groove in the rock, and you get your fingers in it, and you pull them back with your mighty cobalt strength. Let me just move something like, and it opens up into a basement. So let me just describe this basement for you.
Boshman.
Basement.
Does the poop flow into the basement?
Sunken cellar. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it looks like a very old, very neglected basement before you. That's kind of sunken into the ground. Looks long abandoned, effectively. It's shadowy, and yeah, it's kind of all you can see from where you are. There's a layer of like dust and grime over everything.
Doesn't look like this is where the dwarf probably is, but I think we should take a look.
Alright. Is the poop flowing into this room as well, or is it poopless?
No, this room is poopless.
Cool. Alright, I sail in that general direction.
Okay, you think you're sailing, you are not. I know that you said you are. That's not how it works. Okay, so you make your way inside, Fluke. Kind of eyes looking around this dingy basement. 1 second.
Oh, is that?
Cool. Yeah. So you look around. The basement is old and dingy, and I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh! I shall tides of chaos. I did not need to.
I have advantage. I didn't know that. Initiative. There it is. Okay.
That didn't take. There we go.
Okay. So let's see. Descending order. So Erlin, you'd be first. Fluke, you'd be first. Harold, you'd be first. Bruni, you'd be first. Brian, you'd be first. However, it's a surprise round. Hey. However, none of you are surprised because you all got faster initiative than them. So you see them as they appear from the darkness. And what appears from the darkness, hiding behind several of these kind of big pillars all around you, are strange grey skinned fish-like creatures. It's kind of the best way to describe them. Like, they've got that horrible, like, pale, translucent flesh, dead, like, staring eyes.
Oh my god!
And they come, like, leaping out from behind these,
It's a B10.
No, not the B10!
What did I do with my... for some reason, I
It just vanished.
Oh,
Yeah, for some reason I vanished it instead of doing what I wanted to do. I'm just moving you because it's now underneath you.
yeah, no problem.
Right, you go there, Mr. Troglodyte. Now, reveal thyself. Good. Could you go back to where you were, Fluke?
Yeah, sure.
I was trying to show them off, but I think I pressed the wrong button. There we go. They look like that.
Oh.
They're not very handsome boyos.
For all the time I played D&D, I've never fought troglodytes.
Really? Well, today is a new and special day for you. You're going to
I
be
don't know what they
multiplied.
do. Obviously.
Dragonborn.
Smelly dragonborn.
Yeah, smelly dragon, swamp dragonborns. I mean, to be honest, that's lizard folk. All right, so they are going to come like swarming out of the shadows. They're hissing angrily at the interlopers, and they come forwards with the clear intent to give you all a jolly good murdering.
Ooh, jolly good.
Jolly good murder!
So I'm going to go up to Brian. Everything is running kind of garbage today.
Potato.
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 So that poor Fluke's going to get jumped by quite a few of them.
Start hatred of kobolds.
Yeah, an old natural enemy.
And your shorts.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm Jorts, motherfucker!
Shots!
Oh god.
Oh.
That's right, combat is actually in this module.
Well,
Alright, so yeah, they come pouring on up to these.
They all cast Burning Hands.
They all cast Burning.
Oh, don't even joke.
No, but 3 of them are going to attack Jorts. One of them is going to attack Harold, and one of them is going to attack Brian. So we'll do Brian first. So Brian, what's your AC?
16.
16, okay. So miss, hit. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
They have 3 attacks. Oh.
Yep. On Harold. What's your AC, Harold?
15.
Okay. Hits you once for 6 points of slashing damage. So it rakes you with its claws.
Ow.
And then Fluke.
Dear.
Let's start with guy number 1. So, crit for 7. You take 7 piercing damage. And what's your AC?
17.
Okay. Bites you hard for 7, but then misses you with its claws. The next one bites you hard for 6. And then...
Oh, shit.
what did you say your AC was? 16?
17.
17, okay. Slashes its claws across your shield, and then cuts its claws across your stomach for 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna cutting words one, but
Alright, one of them was 18. The last
one was an 18. I will turn to the bloke and I will say, I can't tell if you're a half-rotted fish or a fucking mermaid that's had a botched sex change.
Wow.
Oh, roll a d6.
Alright, yeah, roll a d6.
Hey!
Take 6 points back, Fluke. As
Yay!
the last troglodyte tries to bite the kobolds for 23 for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
How you doing on hit points there?
I've got 4.
All right. Claws for 4 points of damage.
Oh,
Yes, will remember!
And then Claws 17 for 2 failed death saving throws.
Fuck!
Alright, so it comes out,
Gulp.
and you're just like waylaid by all of these horrible, like, biting creatures. At least they didn't all have advantage because you were surprised. They rolled really well on their stealth. So Erlen, you just see this like wave of disgusting grey creatures descend upon your party, and you see this kobold that is leading you. This muscly kobold falls to the ground as they all pounce upon him.
The fuck do I do?
Try and kill some!
How high is the ceiling in there?
That's a good question. The ceiling, I don't think it's really noted here.
40 minutes to try and get in. 5 minutes, we're almost dead. Then we leave.
7
go
foot
on,
tall.
Luke's turn, isn't it?
That's not useful. Right.
Oh no!
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Harold can do it, but Luke's turn is first.
Yeah, and if I walk in, Errol's not going to walk in there like that. Shit.
But you
Right.
see Fluke fall to the floor. I mean, admittedly, right now it's a very muscly, topless kobold
Yeah.
with jorts on, but
Yeah.
I mean, not anymore. Wouldn't you have lost concentration?
it's not.
It's not
Not
concentration.
concentration.
Oh,
Errol will step forwards and try to Scorching Ray this one.
Okay.
This might start a wild magic surge, which could be good or bad.
Let's find out. 16? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
have advantage.
Boof! You blast it with fire and it screeches in pain, badly burned.
So second one misses, I assume,
Yeah.
and the third one also misses.
Alright, so one of them strikes it and wounds it, but you do not kill it with your blasts.
Okay. Do I surge?
Yeah, why not? Have a wild magic surge. Get a 7.
Flower pot.
Oh fuck!
39.
Hey, you
Oh. Right. Can I get back to?
No, you cannot. You very nearly become a potted plant.
so nearly a flower pot.
Fluke, could you roll a death saving
dear.
throw for me? Does anyone have any
Yeah.
inspiration they'd like to give Fluke before?
Yeah, she can have my inspiration.
I do
she
have
doesn't-
DM inspiration.
Oh, there we go.
Still.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Good to remember.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
try that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
Oh, all right, that's one success. One success for old Fluke.
Okay.
Nice.
Bonus action. Fluke! Get up, stand up. There's troglodytes to fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights.
All right.
Shall I do it at second level? Yeah, why not? So healing word at second level. 7?
All right. You heal.
I'll take
Oh,
it.
It's
Actually, it's 8. You heal for 8.
Oh, it's 8. 8. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it does that. Okay. I will do that. And oh, it's not Fluke's go yet. Can I use my action to? No, she get opportunity attacks. Oh no, she wouldn't. If I try and swap places with her, with Fluke. Yeah, can I try and do that?
You could use your action to grab Fluke and
Yeah.
then move them.
Brian is probably already starting the motions to do that. If you want to.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
it,
I do
depends. It depends what who's got action would be better spent doing that, I guess, as well. Because Yeah, Harold, you could grab it, move them back as you move into that space. That would use your action, and you'd have to use some of your movement to like move them back to like
just
here.
Drag and pull away. You'd only get one attack on you.
It's true. You could do.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
All right. So it would half your movement, so you'd only be able to move 15 feet. And there's an Erlen here, but you could move like that and then there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, and you drag Fluke with you.
Yeah.
So
Come on, Fluke.
You get back to here.
Yeah.
And Fluke, you would be in the doorway between Brynny and Erlen.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
yeah, you move there.
And I get one attack.
And you get one attack. So a troglodyte's going to try and bite you as you skitter away. 14?
Misses. Hey.
Right, misses you. But you drag Fluke out of the way of all of these like angry, biting creatures. Brynny, it's your go.
Okay, I would like to pull out my short bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire it across at this guy. The other side of Brian.
Alright, get that sweet, sweet sneak attack.
And my goal is to try to impact it, let's say in an important muscle in the arm. Give it a moment of weakness.
Okay.
15 for 16?
Yeah, it has a very a great moment of weakness that never stops. As it pierces its arm, it screeches in pain and falls to the ground, writhing and bleeds out on the floor.
Hey.
Oh, okay. In that case, I swing my bow around quickly without putting another arrow into it, just to make this guy duck, using the help action on him to grant advantage.
Alright. Alright, he ducks, so you're going to shoot him, but doesn't realize you're not that kind of fighter.
And I'm going to stay between the troglodyte and Fluke. That's it for me.
Alright. Brian, you can see these troglodytes all like ready to like surge forwards towards you. Claws and teeth.
Brian just kind of looks around. It's like, fuck. It's got pretty dark. Where's everything?
Oh, fuck!
He's now standing in complete darkness.
Don't worry, I'll light this up for you.
So, yeah. He has his shield out, so I'm gonna put that on. Actually, no, I can use my action to dodge because everything has advantage on me right now.
You have your shield out. It's like on your arm, isn't it? Or
yeah, I had it out. I don't know. I didn't want to say I did because it felt a bit cheap, even though I already had it out.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I would have put it on because I'm not using the anchor at the moment. I was going to be holding a torch, but I forgot to light that. So, yeah. So I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And I try to move here. Can I? Can I move one to east? I can't actually see.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I stay where I am.
Something stood on my... Wait, I can see. Don't stand on my toe.
Sorry. And I feel very angry at how dark it is. So
I don't like the dark.
I
I begin to rage, and I shoot lightning in front of me.
Is that a thing that you have to be able to see?
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check now. Where is it? You can see. No, can't see shit. Cool. So I just rage.
Alright.
And then take the dodge action.
Rage and dodge. Dodge and rage. Alright, so the troglodytes surge forwards towards Brynny and Brian. The two Bs. The BBs. Okay. So, Brian, you can't see, so they're going to have advantage on you, but then you've dodged, so...
All straight.
All straight. So,
and I have 18 AC with the shield.
Okay. So, I'll do the attacks on you first. So, 3 of them are going to attack Brian. Yeah. Let's have 3 of them attack Brian. Why not? So, Brian, what did you say your AC was, sorry?
18.
18, right. Miss, hit for 3 slashing.
Is that already halved?
No.
Alright, so 1.
Hit, miss, Miss. Miss.
Whew.
Crit for 6.
3,
Hit for 4.
2.
And last claws on you are a miss. And then on Brynny, miss.
17 AC.
Miss. Hit. You take 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
So they come forward, so you start hacking and clawing and slashing at you angrily, like trying to pull you sort of back into the room amongst them, so they can just descend upon you and eat you, basically. Erlan, it's your go again.
Well, hopefully this will help. I throw that into the room.
Fairy fire! Hey! Okay, so I'm guessing, where do you put the fairy fire?
There.
Okay, magic. So it's going to hit 5 of them, and they've got to make dex saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's your DC?
14.
14. All right, 3 of them fail.
Okay.
So Brian, you see 3 of the what color do these terrifying monsters glow and sparkle?
They sparkle light purple and green.
All right. So Brian, you can sort of make out 3 of these figures like sparkling in the light.
Whoa.
We're all shedding 10-foot light, so we should be able to see everything.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So I'll add that to one of them. I didn't know.
Oh,
That.
nice. Hey,
I'll just put it in the middle.
Brilliant.
One. So you, Mr.
Truth.
Cobalt,
Thanks, mate.
now shed 10 foot of light.
And I shall get out of the way.
Oh, that's how surrounded I am.
Okay, Fluke, it's your go.
Okay, Fluke will spiritual weapon.
Always a strong choice.
So just draw a dot or something.
Yeah, just put a wee dot. Which one are you spiritual weaponing?
I'm going for the guy at the back on the left.
Back on the left. Okay, so he's sparkling.
Yeah.
Alright, you crack him across the head with your magic frying pan or whatever it is for 8. Donk!
And with my action, I will. I'm going to Sacred Flame the one in front of Bryn.
Okay. Alright, so the one in front of Brynny has to make a dex save. Or take 8 damage? Oh, fair enough. I thought it was a D6. Oh, yeah, it's D. He passes, though. And takes 0 damage.
Right. And she'll back up a little.
Okay. Harold, it's your go.
Ooh, what? Well, fucking shit. Guys, do you mind if I make a lot of noise?
Go for it.
Alright.
Just kill them!
I'm gonna step into Brynny's space
Okay.
and pull out my lute and do a power chord. And I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Ooh.
Why not? Meow. Bam!
Oh.
Yes, 20 damage.
Nice.
On
Nice.
save.
Alright.
Fuck.
The one in front of you cannot survive. He's on 5 hit points, so
Perfect.
Yes.
blown to smatherrange. So let's get rid of his. Oh, God. It's running
These
like
boys.
really quite chunky today. I'm normally the one who doesn't have problems with that kind of stuff. Everyone's okay for me. This is for my hubris. And then how many more did it hit? Sorry.
It hit
Three
the
more?
5 up in front of me. Yeah. Oh no, 4 more. It'd be these guys.
Oh, okay. All right. So con saves 1. What's your DC?
15.
4. Okay. So half of it would be 10 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So one of them survives.
Hey!
The other ones are blown into tiny chunks of chum that are sent flying away. You
I
also
cast paste.
crack. You see that one of these pillars like cracks and breaks, and like the ceiling above you sort of like bows inwards a little bit. Like there's a that kind of unpleasant pressure build up is kind of evident on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's just an almighty explosion.
Okay. I'll do that, and then I'll just take a step back and be like, "Great job, everybody!" Thumbs up.
What?
What? And that'll be my turn.
All right. That's Aryl's turn. Brynny, there's suddenly a lot less troglodytes before you. There's some shiny corpses on the ground.
I mean, I was having trouble picking which one I should shoot at next, but that might have been an extreme solution to that problem. I will shoot my short bow at the one in sneak attack range. 17 for 17.
Nice. Oh god, there's more boys on the initiative.
17 for 17. All right, that hits it and kills the one next to Brian. Blech.
Hey!
Nice.
Bleh.
And once again, I twang the short bow loudly at this guy while acting like I'm going to shoot, just to make him flinch using the help action.
Okay, I heard robot noises, but I assume it meant the stuff I thought it did. Brian, it's your go. Oh, I've lost them. I've lost them, everybody. Dark days. Dark days indeed. I'll just stop the recording here and try and deal with these technical issues.